you. I'm very, very sorry to be here.
I'm sure.
But to paraphrase Ringo Starr, I'm sorry to be anywhere. Because, you know, I spent my whole life trying not to be sorry and not feeling bad because I went to Catholic school and there's a lot of self-flagellation. You know, like now it's called cutting, right? You know? But back then it was self-flagellation. And when they asked me what I wanted to be, I said I wanted to be a nun. But that was a lie, which I had to go to confession for. Because I went to church 7 times a week. Saturday was confession. And the reason it was a lie was because I really was just using being a nun to get to be a martyr. Because I heard this story about martyrs where, okay, so what I wanted was to be roasted on a spit, right, tied to a, you know, like a tree. And they would roast me over fire, and then they would say, have you had enough? And I would say, turn me over, I'm done on that side. Which the nun told us that really happened, that was a quote from a martyr, from a saint. Then, see, you get to be a saint. My favorite saint was Dominic Savio. Do you know what he was the patron saint of? Really? Man. Juvenile delinquents, he was the patron saint of juvenile. But that was a long time ago. And we don't live in an age of pre-birth control and all that. We live in a progressive age, right? And we live in an age where young people are going to take the reins, right? And they're not going to say they're sorry because they don't have to be sorry for anything, right? Because everything is even, Stevens with them, and nobody's better than anybody else. They got this whole thing going with the, you know, everybody's the same. They got everything free. They won't get drafted. There's no wars. I mean, there's 17 wars, but they don't have to fight. They don't know what fighting is, right? They don't have to do that. And they can have a high-tech job. If they don't want to do that, they can live in any major city in America for free. Free housing, as promised. That's the first promise of what they're giving us. Free housing, free heroin, and there's no crime anymore.
Yeah.
Isn't that great that there's no crime? Like if you steal and you need it, no crime. You don't have to go to jail for anything. You can live in someone's car, do a bunch of heroin, and they come out. All they can say is, "Hey, get out." That's it. And what's so great? You know what's so great though is they don't have to say they're sorry about anything. There's no guilt, right? And here's the thing: it's just like the hippies all over again, right? But there's a catch. Gas grabs our ass. Nobody rides free. That is still true. They cannot get away from religion because you know why? Religion is the best invention ever made by the people that rule over us. And religion is, of course, the perfect weapon. It can never be replaced. So what they do is they disguise it. They disguise it as diversity. They disguise it as science. They disguise it as all these other things that people are in love with. But the main thing that they disguise it as is climate change. I'm not saying climate change isn't real. Climate changes every day. I'm not saying that. But if you turn it into a religion, they can pass the collection plate. You're destroying our planet. Pay up. Carbon taxes. Your ancestors were evil. Pay up. Reparations. You are guilty. Pay up. I'm sorry. You have sinned. Pay up. I'm sorry. You caused climate change. You. I don't hear anyone saying they're sorry. And if you don't give up everything to fix it, you will go to hell. Right here on earth, because you don't have much time. Just by being here, by being human, just by being born into this planet, you are guilty. We used to call it original sin. Now they call it climate change. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And real quickly, I'll just run through this artificial ignorance poem that I wrote. That's in the wonderful to be in the book. I'm sorry I'm in that, but you know. Televigilance, extra virgin sacrifice, contrivance. What is expected of us? Blonde obedience to the high definition, lowest common denominator vision. The willfully ignorant, brainwashed, guilt-tripped, peer-pressured, and are lullabied gently backwards into the ditch. Programmed concussion, ray gun transmission, surveillance sacrilege, lying up a storm, flooding every small town, overthrowing suppers, throwing us down, and all of it, we are told, all of it is our fault. Artificial everything. That's all they sell. Would someone like a sorry card? Would anyone like